If you had a job where you come to work and people clap for you, it would change your entire mood.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC.
Or you can grow a conscience in the next 5 minutes and see where that takes you.
Don't this hit make my people wanna stop? Don't this hit make my people wanna stop? Don't this hit make my people wanna stop?
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listing.
What the hell going on?
Oh, we heard tale of a party.
Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style. There can be only one magical Negro.
Come el tiki que llama que buena baila usted a la vuelta papi otra vez llegó el negro de.
It won't take long when there's a song to help you set the pace.
Howling holler from the heart.
This is pathetic.
Where we used to live.
Life could be worse.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Ai, menina vida, chega aí. Ai, menina vida, chega aí. Vai, quebra, tem mais, vai. Menina, chega aí. Vai, olha, danado. Eita!
And the Disney stock just keeps going down and down and down.
I'm bag of pixie dust. Contraband.
They're going to do the Mary Poppins thing. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Yeah. Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Oh, bitch, you killed Kenny.
Kenny.
You fat hoe.
I get it. I'm not persecuted. I'm just an ass.
Myself. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Lorena Creole, and of course, I am always bringing you that spice, that heat, all of that when it comes to what's going on in pop culture and what pops on my radar and stuff that I think should probably be on your radar as well. We've got, of course, hot topics to go through. A little something different that I want to show you guys, because my second largest audience is from over there in India. And you guys know that I love my Indian films, more specifically my Telugu language films, South Indian films. To the theater oh my gosh, it's so poppin', and it is absolutely on fire, and I want to share that with you guys, especially considering Hollywood is, but trust me, Indian cinema is worth the time for you to spend watching. And yes, we are going to talk about James Gunn and Superman and what's going on with Variety just doing these drive-bys of certain people just to sync films. Apparently, supposedly, James Gunn is telling MAGA people to get over it. supposedly telling. We're going to get into that because there's much more than meets the eye that comes to that particular story. And of course, we are going to be talking about Jurassic Park Rebirth. Is it a fail? Is it a blockbuster? Well, your girl just finished watching it this afternoon, so I've got a lot to say about it, and we've got numbers to show you exactly what's happening, what's shaking with that. So before we get started, I see 53 of you folks in here between YouTube and between X. So glad that you are here. Going to bring in my co-host for the evening and other friends as they have time to drop in. We got Tom F., one of my amazing wrenches. How are you, my dear?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing pretty good. Trying to stay inside.
Yeah. Oh, I like the R2D2 mug.
Ah, thank you. Guess where I picked it up?
I'm not going to say Galaxy's Edge.
Oh gosh, no. That would No, I actually got it at Character Warehouse for like
Ooh,
$7.
cool.
I actually bought it on my last trip to Disney, I think in like 2018. And when I moved, I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. And I happened to be at the Character Warehouse and found it like, $7. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
that's not
replace
bad.
it for $7. It's not bad at all. Oh, for folks who do not know, the Character Warehouse is basically Disney's version of Marshalls or TJ Maxx. All the stuff that they can't sell, which is usually Wish, Pride Day stuff, things like that. Anyway, they have them in the outlet malls here in Orlando. There's one across, one near Universal, and another one that's closer to Disney, which is the Vineland outlets. It's worth dropping in there to find stuff, especially Loungefly bags, but you're only limited to one. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but worth the trip to find some stuff there. That's why when you hear me streaming in the parks, when I'm looking at merchandise and I'm like, well, that'll be in the Character Warehouse pretty soon. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Well, let's see who we've got in the chat before we start to breaking down this news and all of that. Let's see who we got. Of course, Tom is here, one of my amazing wrenches, along with Snorter Poopus, another one of my amazing wrenches. Says hello, humans and other critters. Good to see you, my dear. We have got Linda F in the chat as well. Tom's better half says hello, Lorena, panel, and everyone in the chat. Oh, hello, and good seeing you. We have got Sonia Pantoja in the chat. Hello. Good to see you. Says hi, Lorena Creole. It's me, Sonia Priscilla Pantoja. Good evening, girl. Well, good evening to you. We've got Chef Nation. Hello, my dear. I need like an OG stamp for some of y'all who have been like channel members since I first started this channel. Says Superman is like a comic book come to life. All the comments say so. Good afternoon, beautiful people. Well, that's good. I'm a DC normie. So I don't have strong feelings one way or the other. I just know, well, yes, I do, because I never did. Sorry, Abu, you know this is true. I have never liked Zack Snyder's Superman. Man of Steel, garbage. Fight me. Anyway, I like the Richard Donner version of Superman much better, and James Gunn seems to be kind of going that way. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. I didn't go tonight because the place where I was going to have to see it is like $10 to park, and your girl's cheap. I'm not doing that, so I'm going to probably go and see it Thursday or Friday.
Cool.
Good, yeah. Hey, Mickey Mouse.
I'm here.
He's here.
Sorry, I didn't see the chat.
No worries. Let's see. We got Thanatos Felicitas in the chat. Says hello, everyone. Well, hello, and good seeing you. We've got Kiss My Grits. Hello, my darling. Says hey, Lorena and crew. Anybody want to place bets that Kevin Feige / Marvel paid off Variety and other trades to attempt to sabotage Superman? It's highly weird. I wouldn't put it past him. And when we get to that story, that one particular interviewer, I think it's Mark Malkin or whatever, he has, I don't know what kind of, what would I call it? What would I call it? Not like frenemies. It's like that ex that never really got over you and trashes your whole family in front of other people. Yeah, that's pretty much this guy. I don't know what kind of hate mongering he's got from MAGA, but dude is so he is just he's cringe, and it's just like, look, stop trying to make it seem like people said things that they didn't say, and they can see your cringe ass coming anyway. But I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Dance Life at the Kingdom. Stack response to Disney getting rid of Rivers of America. No vision. Yeah. What I have it up here. Put it up here. So yesterday, you guys can see on my channel. Yesterday, I was on the last. It's not cat weed, honey. No.
I want to eat it.
It's not cat weed. The last boat, like the last boat cruise of the Liberty Bell. You got one of these bands in order to. Really? Really?
You're not giving it to me? I'm out of here.
Oh, God, he's so. Anyway. I'm glad it was just stuffies. You got a love-hate relationship with all my stuffies. So yeah, anyway, last trip on the riverboat. And it was just sad. I was sitting next to, who was it? Josh from Resort TV 1, and his son was there, Liam. And we're going around, Rivers of America, and he's saying, bye, Windmill, bye, Tom Sawyer Island. It was so freaking sad. It was so sad. And it's coming back to, it's already biting Disney in the ass, because how the heck can you have, this is 4th of July week, okay? For those of you who've been to Disney, 4th of July week is usually nothing but people, just teeming with people. How the heck can Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion be a 5-minute wait? Of course, with the Haunted Mansion, if it's a walk on, they'll put it up as 13 minutes.
13 minutes.
How does that work?
It's
on
simple.
4th of July week.
It's simple. Wait, how long has the stream been started?
We only like 10 minutes. You got to wait 20.
Okay.
You got to wait 20.
It's very simple. Then I'll refrain. Basically, people are deciding to go elsewhere in their quiet Disney protest, and not to permit Bob to have his third shower with Miss Piggy in it from the fountain.
It's a mess. Although I will give them credit for getting Donald Trump's animatronic right. I could have swore they were going to start playing YMCA.
It was better than it was. At least it doesn't look like Billary.
Oh my gosh, that was a monstrosity waiting to happen. Well, did happen. It's like, ew, who the heck is that? So the people says, weird. Yes, indeed. Lorena, Jurassic World Rebirth was really good. And I think Superman, directed by James Gunn, is going to do good because he's done Guardians of the Galaxy, and those are all good. So Superman is going to be good. I will agree with you about Jurassic World Rebirth. It's making a crap ton of money. It will continue to make a crap ton of money. And I will give you some reasons why it will continue to make a crap ton of money, because of what's in the film itself. So we're going to talk about that. James Gunn has done Guardians of the Galaxy. He can actually write relationships really well, which is why the Guardians of the Galaxy films work. So again, I'm looking for a hopeful Superman. So hopefully he pulls that off, because I'm not down with a broody Superman who would let his father die in a freaking tornado. Give me a break. Oh, he's around. See him? You already knocked stuff over.
Right there. He's back.
He doesn't care. He's a cat. Knock it over. Knock it over. Yeah. You guys saw him. Yeah. Yeah, y'all can clip that. No worries, Ron. No worries. No worries. It happens. It happens. I hope you guys ain't watching Super Woke Man. Well, I will tell you this, and again, when we get to that Variety article, because it was a hit piece. It was a complete hit piece with taking stuff out of content. I will continue to clown Variety because they were the dumbasses who tried to say, well, okay, I said asses, tried to say that Sinners wasn't going to make any money. Yeah. So I am watching it, so I will let you know, because one of the things that you have to understand about Hollywood, they do not want the pendulum to shift. So even if a movie is like there's no agenda and it's just entertainment, or if there is an agenda item in there, they're not whacking you over the head with it. For the most part, it's kind of like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. Hollywood is being dragged kicking and screaming. So any time they can get a dig in or try to sink something, they're going to try it. So I'm going to watch it, and you guys know I'll be honest with you and let you know what happens. They have a rope drop for the character.
I'm not going to pay for it.
I know a lot of people in that. I can't believe Character Warehouse has a rope drop. I can't either. But you know what? Because they like to flip that stuff on eBay.
Well, you got to think about it. Character Warehouse has something people want to do.
This is true. You never know what you can pick up.
Maybe the Disney management should get the hint from that.
I don't think Two Shower Bob was to pay any
I'm going to start calling him River Swimmer Bob, actually.
They got a lot of new stuff at Memento Mori. Oh, don't tell me that.
So what do you think? River Swimmer Bob instead of Two Shower Bob?
River Swimmer. Yeah,
because
I like
he got
that.
He got rid of the rivers of America.
Yeah, I think he should.
He's might put a lazy river around his house now.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to put
so he can float around.
The big float around. His little pool floaty will look like the Liberty.
Clobby called that movie Man of Steel. Clobby was dead on. Even as a normie, I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. That's when he lost me. Hey, Amanda, good seeing you. Yes, I'm starting to learn from other streamers and watch other streamers who have pets. Yes, they do. They do. They love to steal. They love to steal the show. They absolutely love to steal the show. Let's see. Main reason, dinosaurs. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Hey, Greg Kirby says hashtag woke James Gunn woke Superman. Well, I'm gonna find out. And like I said, I will tell you guys. Is it woke, or is it Variety wants you to think that to try to tank the numbers. So Hollywood is sneaky, I'm telling you. How are people watching Superman when it isn't even out yet? There was a fan preview for today, this evening only. I was going to go. Sometimes this happens. I went to one of these for like Mission Impossible, the Barbie movie. I went to a premiere of it like 3 days before it came out. So it does happen. So that's what's going on now. Fatal J actually went, so he's supposed to tell me tonight
cool.
How that movie, how it's supposed to go, well, how it went, and we're going to talk about it in the Dark Council tomorrow night. Barbara Hammer, hello and welcome to the channel. 90 of you guys, thanks so much. Thank you. Hi, Lorena. Thank you for being honest. You're welcome. Rivers of America, so sad, and seeing it through Liam's eyes was even more heartfelt. Yeah, that was so sad. Poor babies are missing out on this stuff. Love your cat. He definitely needs to be part of the show. I do have an extra camera. People say I want a cat cam. He's got a bed under my desk, which is the first one that I had. But when I built the gaming computer, he was not happy with it. He has a love-hate relationship with it. You'll see him turn around and he'll watch the spinning fans, and then he does not like that it has moved into
I'm
to
going
my
to find a
desk.
way to give you a spinning laser pointer so he can chase it and really drive you insane. I can turn it on remotely and not let you know.
And he's just like, ding, ding. Yeah, if you thought that was crazy. Yes, just like there's only one blade. One blade. I believe. I hear you. I hear you. Hey, Dylan, good seeing you. Good seeing you. This is Hey Lorena and chat. Well, hello, hello, hello. So glad to see that you are here. So before we pop off with the hot topics, I just want to remind all of you about my gaming channel that I'm slowly getting off the ground. I got 41 people subscribing so far. I've got a couple of clips. You can watch me cackle evilly when I found a rocket launcher when I was I was playing Doom. Yeah, I was quite happy that I did that. And some other clips from like Marvel Rivals, some stuff from Love and Deep Space. Last night ran you can see part one that I used for playing Stellar Blade, so you can go and see that. Infinity Nikki. So a lot of games because I have a wide interest in different games. So they will be going up here. So make sure that you are subscribe to the gaming channel. Let's see. Hey, Phoenix Knight. Thank you. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Oh, thank you, Captain Mickey Mouse. I sure do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And season 3 starts Friday. Jean Grey is coming. I'm so behind with Marvel Rivals. Last time we played, I kept getting yeeted. I'm still learning the controls and everything. I'm like, crap.
I still
So
haven't
yeah,
played it. I still haven't
yeah.
played it.
Some folks love it. I liked playing it. I didn't like how short it was. I'm more of like a RPG kind of player, but it's cool playing with friends. It's so funny for some lulls. So I've got more footage of me playing Marvel Rivals. So I'll be clipping it up, putting stuff here on the gaming channel. If I ever stream gaming on this channel, more than likely, as soon after it airs, it'll go unlisted or private, and then eventually get uploaded over here to this channel, so you can see me mess up, die a lot, get happy when I find new weapons, stuff like that. So, getting on with the hot topics. Coming to us from Variety, and I'm quite excited about this. John M. Chu to direct Hot Wheels live action movie for Warner Brothers and Mattel. So
What?
after, yeah, 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 live action movie. After he leaves Oz, Wicked filmmaker John M. Chu is putting the pedal to the metal. He is set to direct the live action Hot Wheels movie for Warner Brothers. Based on the Mattel toy, the high octane action film will showcase some of the world's hottest and sleekest vehicles, according to a press release. Now, I know some of you folks out there did not see Wicked. I got dragged to see Wicked. Okay.
I
But
refuse.
I did. That's what happens when you raise a theater kid. I got dragged. into it, and I went. Although I will say this, Wicked went exactly for their target audience. They gave their target audience what they wanted, and the target audience rewarded them with multiple viewings. You had folks literally cosplaying going to these darn Wicked showings. So made a ton of freaking money for that particular demographic. Now, if for this Hot Wheels movie, they do for it what the marketing did for Wicked and for the Barbie movie, it could make a crap ton of money.
Mm.
I don't know how many people. I know. I remember like my I know my cousins and a whole bunch of guys I know collected Hot Wheels. Every time they would come out with some new Hot Wheels, they do not stay on the shelves for very long. So if they do this right, and you just have some of the most hot smoking cars from, like, say, I will be generous, mid 50s
I
to
I can
now.
say I can say classics to current, everything from muscle cars, supercars, everything. They do it right. Hot Wheels has a lot to pull from, and they even have like weird things, like space shuttle cars, like the Monster Mobile, and a whole bunch of. They do stuff like that. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. And also, Hot Wheels Unleashed, the video game. Some of you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
My nephew he played that thing so much on my PS4 that I had to kick him off for a while so I could actually play some games. So he only bothered to call me when he got stuck. He got stuck on the track, but that's all he played repeatedly, just playing with that. How many people, how many guys growing up had the Hot Wheel sets, like the tracks and the jumps and all of that? This could make a crap ton of money if they do it right. And I'm pretty sure, considering what Mattel did with Barbie, probably going to do the same thing with Hot Wheels. So I would say keep tabs on this. And I'm pretty sure the people developing this movie are paying attention to F1 as well. So
I still got to go see that. I forgot to.
I do too. It's one where it's just I haven't had a chance to see it. I saw the trailer in the theater, and it was hot. It was smoking. It was so hot. It was so hot. Chef Nation, thank you so much, my dear, for that $20 super chat. Let me hook you up. Thank you for that $20. Raptors fly now. Let that sink in. Girl. Flying raptors and a mega dinosaur with a face only a mother could love.
Wait, they have a picture of me in the movie? What the hell?
It was, oh man, that thing was ugly. But yeah, flying raptors. I thought that was funny. I did. I did. Thank you for that $20 super chat, my dear. I sure do appreciate
So are we going to
it.
have Dinosaur NATO instead of Sharknado next?
I don't know. It's not as no. We will have Mosasaur NATO.
Ah, okay.
The Mosasaur, and this time the Mosasaur had some little minions that were hunting for it. Actually, that might be in it too. Yeah, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. Let's see who else. Okay, so yeah, I will keep a pin in this. I'm betting on this right now. This movie is going to be hot. John Chu, he's a great director. He made me actually pay attention and sit through Wicked. I'm not a theater person whatsoever, but just from the way that everything looked and how the story was put together, the directing was put together, it's pretty awesome. So he's actually one of my one of my favorite directors. So let's hope that that goes well. Speaking of things that may or may not go well, they dropped a new clip for Fantastic Four: The First Steps.
I mean, fantastic flop. Oops.
Yeah, I am so not feeling this, and I'm a Marvel
Or
girl.
shall I name it Femtastic Four?
Okay, I yeah, that's what they're saying. They're just trying to make Sue Storm the leader of Fantastic Four, which goes against every single comic I've ever read of the Fantastic Four. But let's check this new clip, and you guys let me know what you think. Fair use, YouTube. Disney usually lets me slide with these, but here we go.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death. Your world will be consumed by the Devourer. There is nothing you can do to stop him, for he is...
What? You're muted.
Let me back this up a little bit. Maybe I heard wrong, but why is Sue Storm answering?
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
That should be Reed's line, not her line.
Because Pedro Cook will, sorry. Rainbow Liquor Boy, he wouldn't know what to say if somebody with more manliness than him starts talking to him. And Silver Surfer. There you go. Where's Smurfette Surfer? Sorry.
This just it irritates me so darn much, especially just like you were saying. It's like, God forbid, well, first of all, Pedro so soy anyway, If it was John Krasinski, he would have spoke up. I'm just saying.
That's talking bad about soy. I mean, soy milk is still disgusting, but people
That's
like
true.
it. But who the heck would want to drink, I'm sorry, but, this guy went from playing, The Mandalorian and other things with a macho thing to now being like a joke. A joke.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Although I will say, for some of us who are lactose intolerant, soy milk is a lifeline. I'm just saying. Just saying. But yeah, it literally just hit me. I'm like, no, it shouldn't be you.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Yes, and Shallow Ball, that it looks horrible. It even looks worse in the theater.
Your world will be consumed by the Devourer. There is nothing you can do to stop him, for he is a universal force, as essential as the stars. Hold your loved ones close, and speak the words you've been afraid to speak. Use this time to rejoice and celebrate, for your time is short.
So when she says that and Pedro looks at her, I'm just ad-libbing. I'm sorry. I'm got to come out of the closet now. Just saying. That's what...
There's zero gravitas to this chick. And I'm sorry. Every time I hear Silver Surfer, I keep thinking I'm supposed to hear Norrin Rad. And we get this chick. And they don't present her as just like Shallow Ball. They present her as female Silver Surfer. And I'm not buying it.
No.
I'm not buying it. Yeah, I hate it too. Her voice, she doesn't have a commanding voice. Like, it's okay. Hold your loved ones close. There's nothing about her voice that instills fear of what's coming.
Well, I'm sorry, but if you're standing there telling the word it's going to end and you're just going, hey, hold your one. Everybody's sitting there like, huh? Man, those cops should be open firing. Sorry.
I herald his beginning.
And the thing is supposed to be played by Michael Chiklis. I'm just saying. Because this
Yeah.
dude, he's not doing it for me at all. At all.
I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
Ooh.
I'm so scared. Really, I can't. I can't. I can't. Yes, yeah. R.I.P. Julie McMahon, the best Doctor Doom ever,
Yeah.
and one of the hottest doctors on TV. Nip Tuck. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yeah, I want them to bring back the original Silver Surfer, but this is what they're going with. This is what they think that the audience wants. This is what Marvel thinks I want. They are in for a very rude awakening from me because
So
I'm looking forward to watching Superman more than this movie.
Are the executives all hanging out with like the people, Disney or everybody, Marvel? They're all getting together, having some cheese and crackers, some tea and crumpets and whatever, saying, "How can we piss off our fans next? What do you think we'll do it?" Because that's what it seems like.
Well, they don't care about the audience. They do not care about comic book fans. They don't even care about keeping the normies. Because the normies, because people are just like, oh, well, we had a female Silver Surfer in the comics. This is the MCU. So if we're going with what's going on in the MCU, we've never seen a female Silver Surfer at all. And you can't even keep up with your own lore, and you keep retconning stuff. And normies are like, why the heck should I watch stuff like on Disney Plus to find out what the heck it is that's going on in these movies? So what they're doing with this is that they want a different audience. They want an audience that does not care about continuity, that will just consume product, and that's it. Just consume product. I think this is one of the last, I won't say one of the last because who knows what they're doing with the Avengers movies because they had to bring the Russo brothers back. They're still thinking they do not understand who their core audience is. The core audience for comic book films, superhero films is men. Okay. What makes it a date movie is when you have hot men that are in it. All right. They're not doing that anymore.
Oh, what? You got Pedro Pascal. Come on.
Oh my God, Pedro Pascal will make every single drop of estrogen go out of your body. Okay.
I don't have that problem. I don't have estrogen.
I'm just like, what can you do for me? You can't even open a pickle jar for me. I mean, seriously, just, oh my gosh. Kiss My Grit says to understand Hollywood, all you need to know is one thing. They are not writing and producing movies for the audience or box office. They're developing movies to audition for their next job. And you were absolutely right, Kiss My Grits, because I've said this many times. When you get these actors who will go out there and say stuff, and different projects that certain directors are working on, it's like, look, I'm still okay to hire, you want me in your next project. They've already got that check. They've already cashed that check. So the ones who aren't very smart, they don't care about the audience, really. They just don't. Oh Lord, please don't bring that up. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Micah Brashears, hello, says it seems right now the quicker Disney Marvel goes bankrupt, the better, until they lose it all and they won't care. Yeah, I don't think that they're going to go bankrupt, but what I think that they're going to do is they're going to pull. No, I'm not even going to say that. They're trying to do one last Hail Mary. That's what's happening with these two Avenger films. Okay. Avengers Doomsday and the other one. That's why they have everybody and their mother. They're, wheeling in Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart for these movies. It's This is what happens when you have no direction. And Kevin Feige, I don't know what the heck he's thinking about them, but Kevin Feige is not. There's nothing coming from Marvel that I am interested in whatsoever, except as a spectator. And it's their own fault because case in point, and let's see. Who's gonna I know Tom's gonna laugh, but I'm making a point. I'm making a point. I'm making a point. Okay. So there is this mobile game out there called Love in Deep Space. It has generated nearly a billion. You heard that right. Billion with a B within 15 months. Now, why is this? Because they went after a segment of gamers.
You. They
Yeah.
went after you.
Well, I'm a weirdo. Okay. I'm a weirdo because the way that I got sucked into this game was a battle component, and not necessarily because I could go in and take pictures with high guys. Yeah.
They went after chicks and the flamers.
Well, no, because we won't let them in that game.
Well, they'll play it anyway. They just won't tell you.
They'll play it. They'll play it to get points. They'll play it to make to make it look cool because the guy is playing the game. But I've never really been impressed with that whatsoever. But yeah, but they will do that. But the point that I'm making is they went after a segment that was not served, found out what it was, and made money with it. So this is a particular segment where they know what they're doing and they're making money hand over fist because their particular audience is rewarding them for that. And it made so much money. Let's see, how much money did it? It beat out Genshin Impact last month. Although I heard Genshin, there was a banner that had been or I forget how long that it was. No, Greg Kirby is not. I'm gonna fight people on that. Because I've had so many people say, oh, well, no, it's not. Y'all need to stop that. No, it is not. No, it is not. It's like with the darn waifu games and the jiggle physics. You know what they are. I've seen them. I don't say anything about that. And it's definitely not the same. But it's even beat out Pokemon. It just beats some Pokemon.
Pokemon is getting long in tooth now.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That's true. But the reason why I say this is, again, when you focus on your true audience, they will reward you. Like, for example, the chicks who play Love in Deep Space probably do not play this game that I am also interested in that's coming out in July. And I'm pretty sure this audience is mainly men because you have a woman who actually looks somewhat attractive. And this is what I'm talking about. Same thing, flip side of the coin. If you give the people what they want, then they will reward it for you. And that's kind of the point that I want to bring across, especially when it comes to gaming, because the more I get into gaming, the more I realize just how much crazy has popped off of, I guess, the past couple of years. Like, for some reason, women do not want to play good-looking characters in video games, or that men do not want to look at good-looking women in video games. I remember when that was not a freaking problem. I remember when that was expected.
Yeah.
So just saying. Anyway, this comes out in July. Although I don't think I'm not purchasing it right away because I want to see what the reviews of it are.
The end of July, so technically.
Yeah. End of July. I'm looking at the costumes. Holy crap, these look good.
Oh boy.
These look good.
How do you get a girl into gaming? Change the costumes.
Yes.
I want guns and guts.
Yes. Guns and costumes. Well, then again, I'm very atypical. I am atypical. I play, yes, there's Hot Guys in Love and Deep Space, but I usually play that mainly for the combat that's in it and resources. That's like my thing to do. Because there's other stuff that's in there. Like, I do not have time to do this. Let's just put it this way. Even my husbandos get upset I don't spend enough time with them. So what does that say about me? What does that say about me? And good looking men, but still, yes, that's exactly it. So AAA studios will continue to lose money until they get with it and figure out what the heck is going on. But I figured I'd bring that up with how much money they're making. Well, going over to something else that I kind of wanted to show you guys. Tom, have you ever seen any Indian movies?
Yeah, a couple of them I watched with you. A couple of them I've kind of watched and had to reread what they were saying with the closed captions because, yeah.
Some of them are so dope. And one that's coming up is War 2. I haven't seen the first one. Somebody told me about it, but N.T. Ramarao, he was in RRR. It was freaking awesome.
That was good.
Kirtik Roshan said, wasn't that good?
Yeah.
I was so shocked about RRR. So I was like, you got to see it. You got to see it. I'm like, it can't be that good, right? I can't believe 3 hours flew watching that film. It was so amazing. But what I'm going to show you guys, and yeah, I'll probably get claimed for it, but that's okay, is the trailer for War 2, which is coming out the 14th of August. I just want you to watch this trailer, compare it with what we just saw for Fantastic Four. You let me know what you think. Oh, if I get claimed, this part is getting clipped out. Just saying.
मेरी नजर कब से तुझ पे है कबीर इंडिया's best soldier रॉ का बेस्ट एजेंट तू था अब नहीं तू मुझे नहीं जानता पर अब जान जाएगा.
That's a dope shot. They do a lot of slow motion shots in Telugu films.
It's like John Wick meets Max Payne meets
yes.
What's the one with the oh man, they just came out with number 2 with they're immortals and they're like hit people and that one chick's in it. Jesus, I can't remember the name of it. It just hit on Netflix not too long ago.
Ah, shoot.
Trying to remember the name of it, but this looks good. It looks like that vein, like the old action movies. Like it looks like crazy fun, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, I have seen some of the craziest car chases in Indian movies. This looks really, really cool. So it's in Hindi, Telugu, and Tamil. More than likely, this is going to be playing. No, actually, I think it's going to be on Netflix eventually. I'll keep you all posted because usually with these Indian movies, you will see them actually at the Cinemark at City Walk pretty regularly. So they have like the subtitles and everything, and it's a good time. It's an absolute good time. So keep an eye on War. We're actually going to have a watch party on my channel for the first movie, War number 1. I think I have it scheduled in August that we're going to see it. Reminds me of the early Fast and the Furious movies. Yeah, it is just nothing but straight up fun, guns, good looking women, good looking dudes, and a pretty dang good storyline for the most part.
It was called the Old Guard. That's the thing.
Yes, absolutely. No quote unquote woke garbage. As a matter of fact, a lot of my viewers in India are just like, we don't do that here. I'm like, good, do not do it. Because yes, they're trying to invade Indian films with this too.
That's not going to go over well.
With this woke nonsense. Yeah, they are trying. They are really trying. And Americans, at least like me, we're just like, do not let them get a foothold in your industry whatsoever. Doesn't Bollywood still have a version of the Hays Code? I am not sure. This one would not be classified. I would say this is a pan Indian movie. Bollywood films, I have to do a video on this. Bollywood films, which I've never really paid that much attention to, they're all in Hindi. They're usually how to put it? Several dance numbers. It's very, I will say, not representative of the Indian population at large. It's for a certain upper caste that's mostly represented. Telugu films, like Southeast Asian films, South Indian films, run the gamut, class, look, all of that, and have like some great themes in there. Lots of crazy action that goes on. So Bollywood, I don't know. I don't think Tollywood has the same thing. And that's about it. Although I will say I have not seen any blatant sex in a Telugu film. I have not seen that. Let's see. Hey BR guys, how you doing? How you doing? Woke is a virus that's trying to take off the whole world. Hopefully it won't succeed. Yes, this is why I tell people, see films from out of the country, like Indian films, like K-dramas. There's a reason why K-dramas that Netflix is getting as many K-dramas as possible. Indian films took off on Netflix because that's how a lot of Americans would go to see it. Sometimes the best movies require you to use subtitles. Yes, like Godzilla -1. And that was a banger, absolute banger of a film. All right, so any last words, Tom?
No, that looks like it's going to be fun. I'd like to see this one. I'd like to see the first one too.
I'll put you on the panel for the first one. You're gonna love it. It's awesome. It's awesome. In the meantime, watch one called the KGF, Kolar Goldfields. It is like a cross between Rocky and Scarface. It's so dope. All right, folks. Well, moving on to one of our main topics here. This is coming from the Wrap Superman review. James Gunn reboots the DC universe and gets it right. David Cornsweet gives a star-making performance in Gunn's breathless epic about what makes Superman super in the 21st century. So obviously, here you have got, I would say, the press review of what we have here. He says, maybe I'm hard to please. I'm just kidding. I'm a film critic, blah, blah, blah. I've never loved any of the live action Superman movies. What is wrong with you? From golly gee whiz wonder of Superman the movie to the epic scale of Man of Steel, that is blasphemy. Disappointments like Superman 3, The Quest for Peace, had an impressive lead performance and intriguing ideas, but it always seemed like Superman was too much for one movie to handle. His universe was too weird, his morality too grand, and for some reason in all these years, he's never fought one Godzilla-sized monster. So this person is saying, until today, James Gunn, Superman may not be the greatest superhero story ever told, but it's trying to be, and I respect that. The director of Guardians of the Galaxy shoves everything super about Superman into a single motion picture, and it's bursting at the seams with strange, wonderful, intricate ideas. Superman is fabulously smart and entertaining film whose flaws stem from trying too hard, which are the best flaws a film can have. I don't know.
I like him hanging out with Crypto.
You see, Crypto, I didn't even know Superman had a darn dog.
What?
I did not know. Well, I'm not a DC person. Okay, so I don't remember seeing Crypto. I hadn't even heard of Crypto. Okay, I had not heard Crypto
Oh boy.
at all. Haven't seen him. Haven't seen him in the movies. I didn't read the DC comics, dude. So what? Crypto probably wasn't even in the Super Friends, was he?
I think he might have been.
In the comic? I mean, not
He
the
might have been.
cartoon.
Little bit. I don't think it was much. I think he might have made an appearance. I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember.
I do not remember Crypto. I remember Aquaman riding on two dolphins, but I do not remember Crypto.
I don't want to know.
It was in the Super Friends.
I'm just not touching that.
Oh my gosh.
What happened with your fantasy football league stays in your fantasy football league?
No, this was on Hanna-Barbera television.
I know,
You
I'm
know?
just teasing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it seems like a safe review, so to speak, trying to do too much. Is it like trying to cram too much in a movie? Um, Sometimes that's a problem with them doing too much, but it seems like a pretty safe review. But then again, let's compare it to what came before that. Oh my gosh. The Justice League was so bad. I didn't know
Excuse
anything
me.
about Joss
What film are you
Whedon.
talking about? I don't remember that.
And
On purpose.
it was some really crap movie that for some reason I know why I watched it. I watched it because of Henry Cavill. That's the one thing that Zack Snyder, well, two things Zack Snyder did right. One convinced me that Ben Affleck was Batman, and two, Henry Cavill as Superman.
Yeah, but they wrote him a crap part.
Yes, that's what I was gonna. That's what I'm getting to. It's like Henry Cavill was a great actor, really good actor, but he had such crap material, and that movie was so bad. I was like, what the heck happened to this? Then, of course, release the Snyder cut. I shouldn't have to watch 6 hours of a freaking movie. You need to do it in two. I watched it anyway because I just wanted to see what happened. So yeah, it was okay. I don't want to. I don't want to watch it again.
6-hour movies can be good.
Not this one. This was 6
Lord of the
hours.
Rings.
6 hours of it was not Lord of the Rings.
I know. I was being facetious.
I was gonna say Lord of the Rings. Don't yank my nerve pass. I was tired. I fell asleep during the Battle of Helm's Deep. I was really tired.
Oh, we can't be friends. I need to go.
I fell asleep on it, but no, I watched it the next day because I had it, I had on DVD. I had to have that on DVD. I love Lord of the Rings. That I
You
can
didn't
just
go to the theater to see that?
no, because I was not a Lord of the Rings regular. My friends who read the books, because I didn't read the books. I wasn't into fantasy. They read the books. I heard they were doing the movies. I'm like, cool. This means I don't have to read the books. I can just sit and watch, and
Oh, you
watch the
still got to read
movies.
the books.
So yeah, I do. I have the first one, Fellowship of the Ring, the audiobook, which is freaking awesome. I have that one.
Audio book. Read the book.
I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. But yeah, I watched it on DVD. That's a good time. Like 8 hours to watch that. Amazing. Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was like, y'all done yet? Shoot. Please, I just freaking get done with this darn thing, I don't want that, but yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what other folks have said. I know
Well, I'll
Paulie,
go see
Latino
this.
Slant,
I'll
he
give it
saw
a
it.
shot. I'll see how it is.
Yeah, it's like I figure, like I said, I'm much more looking forward to watching this than watching the Fantastic Four
Oh,
movie.
I'm just not going to see the Fantastic flop.
I don't have, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I want it to be good because I want it to wipe away the stench of Man of Steel. I don't know how many people keep trying to explain that that movie was so good. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Kiss My Grits. Thank you for that $9.99 super chat. Let me hit you up.
I know you want the goodies. Welcome to the goodie room.
Thank you for that $9.99 super chat. Kiss My Grits. Says, can anyone explain why Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern looks like he escaped from a cheesy, low-budget sci-fi from the 70s? The bowl cut? Ryan Reynolds' look was more faithful to the comic. Yeah, I have no reference for that except for Fatal J saying that it looked more like the comic book character, and he seemed okay with it. I haven't watched the Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds in it, probably for good reason. How was that? Did you see that?
Yeah. Hey, look who's in the chat. We got a dad man floating around out there.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Oh, hey, Dad Man. There's a version of Green Lantern with a guy named Guy Gardner. Yeah, he looks like one of the Dumb and Dumber.
That's why I told you to read that.
CJ says, actually, the bowl cut is lore accurate for that character. Okay, yeah, because that's what Fatal J was telling me. That is how it looks in the comics. I'm like, okay, well, I guess, I guess it is what it is. I mean, Doc Ock in the Spider-Man cartoons looks really weird, but Alfred Molina doesn't look like
he's geeky looking in the comics.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Kiss My Grits. I sure do appreciate that. Have you shown no, but I think I have an article with the clips, so we're gonna watch this because the guy asking him, I know who that is, and he's always trying to start crap.
Oh, is it that friggin'?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He is like the Skittles Nation lieutenant when it comes to variety. I kid you not. It's like if if people see him coming, they're kind of like, shoot. Wish this guy would leave me the heck alone, just something else. Crypto is actually Supergirl's dog. Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know all this. Yeah, I had no idea of who or what. I thought he was a cute dog. Let's see, when he said Crypto, let's go home. I'm like, what, is you gonna fly you all the way back? And then of course then you saw the Fortress of Solitude and everything. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, I wasn't watching that. The cartoons that I was watching was Batman.
Was it Powerpuff Girls?
No, not yet. No, not yet. The Super Friends, especially the Spider-Man cartoons. So yeah, so that's what I was watching. So I've never watched no Superman cartoon. Batman cartoons, yes. Again,
Did you ever
and
watch the GoBots?
I think I did.
The GoBots. It was like, I remember watching it the first time, going, they ripped off my Transformers.
Yes.
What the hell is this?
Yes, they were dollar store Transformers.
Yeah.
You remember the Super Friends? I'm telling you. The Super Friends, if you like Robot Chicken, you have to watch the Super Friends episode of Robot Chicken.
Oh boy.
That was just really, really funny. I loved it. Let's see. Most people who love Man of Steel tend to say, I'm not a big fan of Superman, but I love this film. Which shows how Snyder doesn't understand the essence of the character. No, he didn't. Because, and I'm a normie, okay? I know that Clark not being able to save his father because his father dropped dead of a heart attack had to teach him the lesson that no matter how powerful he was, there were still things that were out of his control. That was a pivotal moment for the character. And Zack Snyder didn't understand that. Which proves he didn't understand the character. And I think that's one of the things about Snyder. I think he has this idea of what the character should be. And yes, if you're a Snyderite, too freaking bad. I'm gonna say this anyway. Zack Snyder has this idea about the characters in his head, and that's fine because that's his movie. But it's not the character that we know. And we're not going to the movies to see an alternative universe version of that character. If you can't get a fundamental thing like that right, that's like having Superman not be vulnerable to kryptonite. Same thing. Absolute same thing. Let's see. Lord of the Rings was overrated. I guess for some people it was. I just like the fantasy of it. Why everybody want to get on me about that? I was tired, okay? It was a long battle. It was supposed to be a long battle. And your girl was tired. But like I said, next day, I put it back on. I watched the whole thing all the way through. I watched it all the way through. Let's see. Dad Band's here. I see you. And yes, the audiobook. Woohoo, you got it. Technically, that's how Tolkien started the story, by telling it to his kids. And I love hearing it. When you have less time to read, the audiobooks are the second best thing, because you will hear certain things. You can go back and rerun it. Like, I'm fascinated with how Tolkien is describing like the hobbits, especially Bilbo Baggins. It's so cool. Takes me longer because I keep scrubbing back to listen to the story. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Let's see. Sorry, I got excited to actually know something with the comics for once. Now that's okay. That's okay. Jeremy Blue says, "Don't mention Jack Snyder. The Snyder coat will appear." Is he like like Candyman? Oh, no, Dad Man, you didn't miss it. We're about to get to the Jurassic Park talking about 10
I was teasing him. I told him he did.
10 minutes. And yes, Michael Bashir, same thing with MCU Spider-Man. No Uncle Ben to tell Parker, with great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, I did. That's another reason. Some people got on me for me calling MCU Spider-Man Tony Stark Jr., because that's exactly what they portrayed him as. He was whiny. He wasn't this like brainiac nerd, trying to do right. Uncle Ben trying to help him. I did not like how they tarted up Aunt May. Did not like that, because there was a certain amount of gravitas and wisdom to her being older. So True. I didn't get that. Pissed me off.
Yeah.
Absolutely pissed me off. But anyway, speaking of pissing me off, which Variety continues to do, and we're going to take some time going through this, because the way that this headline is, and Variety tends to do this a lot. Yes, y'all do, because we caught you many times. They'll go for the outrage quote up top, but it's buried and stuck in other things in the article, and turns out that's not exactly what it truly is. So, James Gunn, Nathan Fillion, and more on MAGA outrage over director. You guys just have a lot of MAGA arousal, don't you? Dang. Over director saying Superman is an immigrant. I don't have anything to say to anybody spreading hate. Well, let's see here. The team behind Superman is responding to the backlash after director James Gunn said the DC stunt pole is a story from an immigrant that came from other places. When asked about his reaction to his comments, about the reaction to his comments, James Gunn explained that the movie is for everyone and that he doesn't have anything to say to anybody spreading negativity around Superman. I'm not here to judge people, he told Variety at Monday night's Superman premiere at Hollywood's TCL Chinese Theater. Apparently, that used to be the Grauman's Chinese Theater, but I guess it's the TCL Chinese Theater now. I think this is a movie about kindness, and I think that's something everyone can relate to. So I think this is the incident here. I don't want a freaking ad. Why do you want to give me an ad? Why do you want to give me an ad? I don't want an ad.
Oh, you said it's an immigrant story. It's a political movie. MAGA today is going nuts. What do you have to say to MAGA?
I don't have anything. I think this movie's for everybody. I don't have anything to say to anybody. Like I'm not here to judge people. I think this is a movie about kindness, and I think that's something everyone can relate to.
This guy is such a freaking oh gosh.
He's an instigator piece of crap.
He's such a douche canoe. It's like, one, why are you bringing up MAGA because you got a problem with quote unquote MAGA? That's not really what you're supposed to be asking.
What does that have to do with the guy who made the movie?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They want to sound. They want to sound right.
He's a shit stirring piece of crap.
Absolutely. Let's see. Mr. Milktoe says there does not appear to be any backlash. Once again, the media is playing fast and loose with the facts. It's like they want to instigate one. And that's why anytime I see an article from, especially Variety is the biggest offender of late. When they come out with a title, you have to literally look through it to see if that's exactly what the case is. Because remember, a lot of these outlets are dying. And when we go see movies or we want to see a movie, we'll usually go to YouTube or something like that. YouTube or X to find out. We're not going to places like Variety, and they can't stand it. What I learned a new word. I have no idea where I got that from. Like 5 years ago. I just started using it.
I've been saying that for a long time too, and I learned it from some show, and I don't remember what.
We're gonna have to find out which show it is because I think I heard it on a show too. I'm like, douche canoe. I need to add that to my lexicon of pejorative.
Could have swore it was like a Schwarzenegger or something like that. An action film.
Man. Yeah. Hey, Kimberly Ann Hart. Oh, you are welcome about the intel on Variety. It's just something that I've noticed with Variety. How like case in point, where's that other one? Maybe I forgot about it. Like this one. Harry Potter alum Jason Isaacs calls out racist fans for being rude about Papa Esidu Snape casting. They will be swallowing their tongues. The fans are not racist. A good percentage of the fans, and rightfully so, don't like the fact that you made Snape black, especially considering what he looks like in the previous movies and what he's described as in the books. That's not racist. That's keeping it freaking real. But you know what? That's what gets clicks. Absolute clickbait. So that's kind of the thing that I'm trying to point out. You always gotta check it out with these people. So that's it. He tried to get a soundbite, and James Gunn was just like, look, I want to make a movie for everybody. I want everyone to come out and check it out.
Gunn answered that nice. So
he really did. He really did. So for people who may have mistakenly gotten the impression, and don't get upset if you're just like, man, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. No, that's the objective of Variety, is to stoke outrage about that. And people are tired of it. They just want to go to a movie to just have fun, Nathan Fillion, well, basically, watch this.
James has said that Superman is an immigrant story, that it is political. MAGA today was getting a little upset that he called Superman an immigrant. I wanted to get your reaction.
Somebody needs a hug.
Really? Now, I don't know if he's being facetious or just like, this is an outrageous question. What's the most outrageous answers that I can have? Somebody needs a hug.
It's just a movie, guys.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm just
I'm just over people like this trying to get sound bites. And again, this guy is notorious. I think this is Mark Malkin. He writes for Variety, but apparently Sean Gunn, he couldn't keep his mouth shut.
Your boss,
brother.
your brother, talked about Superman being an immigrant, and now MAGA is already upset that he's called Superman an immigrant. I wanted to get your reaction.
My reaction to that is that it is exactly what the movie is about. I think that we support our people. We love our immigrants. Yes, Superman is an immigrant, and yes,
he's an alien, not an immigrant. You friggin' morons!
this
From an alien
country
from another
are
planet.
immigrants, and if you don't like that, then you're not American.
F you.
This is what pisses me off. Okay. If the whole thing about illegal immigration was not blowing up in the press, do you think that this would have come out of this guy's mouth?
He wouldn't have said a damn word.
He wouldn't have said anything. But because you are in LA, which is a bubble, which is the hotbed of BS that's going on, you decide to say this, which is untrue. It's ridiculous. I mean, granted, you got a good percentage out there, actors who really don't think before they say anything and are just like Kiss My Grits was saying earlier, auditioning for the next job. You're going to say this. There's no reason to bring this division in. I mean, your brother had it right. He's just like, you know what? Look, we just want to make a movie for everyone. And when you say stuff about you're not American, that to me that ranks up there with Joe Biden saying, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Oh, how did that make you feel, Raina? Did you look in the mirror and go, "Oh shit"?
It was the dumbest freaking thing ever. But this guy, he's for whatever reason, again, he just has this fixation with thinking that MAGA is mad and upset or whatever. I have no idea where the heck he got that from. I don't know why he's throwing MAGA around. No, because he's got a fixation with it.
People who say no to immigrants are against the American way. They're against what the American dream is all about.
You have no idea. Just a dumb. Oh God, this is so stupid. Okay, one.
Sorry, it's nothing to do with immigrants. It's with illegal immigrants. It's with people coming in illegally. You can do it legally. Everybody welcomes you. It's simple as that. If you're running for sanctuary, we welcome you. If you invade our borders, get the F out.
Although I
really
will
that
say,
simple. You can't
it really
understand
is.
that?
It really is that simple. But you also have a lot of people in LA who, especially actors, especially those in the entertainment industry, who employ a good amount of illegal labor, and they know it.
So I have a question. Lorena, me and you sneak off and we go jump over the border into Mexico to go get some free health care, chill out, and go get some free food and see if we can get Iron Mike to make us some, Mexican Iron Man, make us some good fresh tacos and stuff like that. And we get caught. What do you think's going to happen to us? We ain't going to get 3 hots in a cot.
No, we're really not. I mean, ask the people from Central America who are sneaking through Mexico what happens if they get caught.
Oh, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. So
So
I mean, we still treat people to a higher standard than most other countries do, and everybody seems to forget that.
mm-hmm. True. True. They really do. So it's just like don't tell people you're not American if you don't do X, Y, and Z. Just shut the heck up. Tell people to come to see your movie. Hopefully that folks will, the folks will enjoy it. And leave it at that. 100% leave it at that. But yeah, again, this guy, this interviewer, he is such a douche canoe. Actors seem to cringe whenever he starts coming at them. So
Should we call him instead of a douche canoe? Because canoes are actually pretty cool. You can float on water, and if you tip in, the gators get fed. It helps.
That's just not as funny.
Yeah, but we could call him just a bag of douche, a used one even.
Milk Toast says, I'm in Mexico right now. People are protesting about there being too many tourists. And those are just people who intend to leave. One of the stories that hasn't been explained very much is how Mexicans who live on border towns are having to deal with, illegal immigrants coming up through Central America and like trashing their towns and everything. So yeah.
Yeah.
I just have a different take on this because honestly, and y'all can laugh, but it's true. I did not know that there were poor people in Mexico until I moved to Los Angeles. And here's the reason why. Because when I was in college, all of the folks from Mexico that I went to college with were all kids of very, very rich government officials in Mexico.
Interesting.
They were all rich. They weren't thinking about the common people whatsoever. And that was it. I remember being at Disney. I met these ladies from Mexico. They're just like, no, I don't want to move to the US. I have my business in Mexico. I'm not trying to move. I'm not trying to leave or anything like that. But it's very, very interesting, the dichotomy in classes that is there. Something else to check out. But anyway, folks, that's the deal. I'm gonna go see the movie sometime this week. See how it is. I hope it's good because I need a hopeful Superman movie, and we have not had one in quite some time.
It'd be nice to see that. It would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would be good to see it.
Absolutely. Well, there's 107 of you guys watching between YouTube and X. Thank you so much for being here. This is the Spice Lounge. I'm here with one of my wrenches, Tom F., and we're just going through the pop culture news. But the big story that you all have been waiting for, coming from Deadline, Jurassic World Rebirth has a bigger boom in global opening with 322 million plus. How Universal pulled it off. Now, your girl went to go see this movie today. I've seen the trailers in the theater several times. Every time I've seen the trailer, I've loved it. Had that horror edge, less jokey than some of the other ones. Definitely looked better than Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom was trash. Okay, really was. So I was just expecting to go to this movie to see dinosaurs eating people. And that's pretty much it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with, yeah. I just expect dinosaurs eating people running away and screaming, somebody doing something stupid and turning on everybody else, and CGI dinosaurs. And dinosaurs roaming the earth. How the heck are they going to solve that issue? So, what I got was exactly what I expected to get. I got lots of dinosaurs running around, stomping around, some little cute little cute dinosaurs, which I know Universal is gonna make money off the plushes with that. Uh,
Or were they deadly?
you had some that were deadly, some that, how would I put it? Some that if you'd seen the previous movies, you knew were deadly. So it was kind of funny when other people couldn't get it in the movie theater, and you're just like, oh shoot, that's it. That's a spitter. That is
Mhm.
not good. Or
Nasty
that,
little buggers.
yeah, or oh shoot, oh that's a raptor. That's a raptor because they're in pairs. Because you remember how raptors hunt, right?
Uh-huh.
You see like two. There's this scene. I'm not doing spoilers because it is so darn scary and funny at at the same time. I'm like, I'm glad how they pulled it off. So yeah, you saw stuff like that. They obviously ripped off of some stuff from the first Jurassic Park movie, but that's okay because it was still funny and it still worked. You had a very recurring theme of family in this movie that was really good and very family friendly. It's like you can take your kids to this movie, although little kids. There's some scenes of some real peril that's in there. So some little tiny kids might be, upset about it. There's a really sweet, comforting scene that's in there with the littlest girl that's in the movie. Uh, let's see. No woke nonsense at all.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. There was this one. Well, Scarlett Johansson, who I love anyway. One of the one of the things I told my sister, I said, you know how I can tell I really like a guy? I will let him keep his dignity, even if I know he's wrong. I will give him an out. And Scarlett Johansson's character did something like that in this movie. It was so funny. I'm like, yeah, see, I would have done that. To not like, it's like, it wasn't like, oh, you can't do that. Or what? You think because I'm a woman, I can't do it? It was like, here are the facts, sir. Here are the facts as they are. Good luck. So that was actually funny. There was actually, you know, heterosexual attraction in this movie.
You're
Um,
kidding.
I'm not
Wow.
kidding. I am so not kidding. And let's see. I want to say um what was the other thing? I think Scarlett Johansson's character had a Saint Christopher um necklace on. I could be wrong. I think that's what it was. What she was wearing. But yeah,
Okay.
the whole thing, Mahashera Ali, I wish they could have made that Blade movie. He was good. He was so good in this. He was so good in this movie. Pretty much the whole cast was. Even the kid who was the stoner was actually good. You had character growth that was in there. That was in this film. So it's going to make a crap ton of freaking money for that particular reason. You can bring the whole family. My theater had lots of families in it. And you can just watch it, enjoy a movie, dinosaurs stomping around, uh, dinosaurs killing people. Um, Sometimes my writer brain will predict certain things happening, and sure enough, they did it, which was spectacular. Again, I'm not going to spoil it, but I knew they were going to do it. Let's see, the big baddie, the new um the new dinosaur that they came up with. Let's just say eventually you do so much inbreeding that what comes out looks just so freaking busted. And that was the thing with this film. It was no Indominus Rex. All right. It looked like a cross between, I don't know what it was. It just looked really, really ugly. Like a really ugly dolphin head on a T-Rex's body. It was really ugly. And I'm just like, I can't with this. I can't with this. So get that again, one scene again, you could tell that they were trying to pay. They took it from the first Jurassic Park movie, but the way that they did it, it worked. If you've seen the original Jurassic Park, you're just like, yeah, they ripped it off. If you hadn't, you'd be like, oh shoot, this is something else. So lots of tension in this film, and yeah, it was really good. When it comes to the Jurassic Park movies, the OG Jurassic Park is always going to be my favorite. Number one. The second one for me is Jurassic World. Jurassic World Rebirth would be my third favorite. I would actually go back and see it. I totally would. Yes, thank you. It looked like an alien and T-Rex had a baby. It was so ugly. It was so ugly. I'm just like, that's what y'all came up with. I guess they couldn't beat the Indominus Rex. That's the one where they crossbred a raptor with a T-Rex. That was scary. This was just ugly. Ugly and stomping around. Yeah, these dinosaurs were actually really cool. I did like how they were animated. It was really cool. It really was. The nerd in this movie, he was actually really good. They always have to have, they have to have the nerd professor. Apparently he studied under Dr. Grant. So they have him in this film. Fanny Willis Booty, thank you so much for that $4.99 super chat. I surely do appreciate it. Let me hit you with something here.
And finally, I want to scream, and I'm like, why are they replacing every single character with someone who is diverse? But then Kenny's like, it's not our fault, it's because of Kathleen Kennedy.
Fanny Willis Booty for $4.99 says, Wonder if Universal is getting the hint woke will start hitting the higher up salaries eventually. Glad you enjoyed it, Lorena. Yeah, I really think Universal has been pretty good for the most part when it comes to their films, because they want to make money. And that's pretty much they want to make money with the films, money with the merchandising, and money with getting bodies into the parks. Tom, what's over in Islands of Adventure at Universal?
Dinosaurs. Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Jurassic Park. Gates.
Yeah.
Velociraptor.
Yeah.
Velocicoaster.
Yeah.
A replica of the dino exhibit.
Things,
in there. Engine.
Cool places to eat that are dino themed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Park, you can actually walk through. Velocicoaster actually goes over the Mosasaur pit. You feel like you're about to fall out.
Yep. Velocipizza.
Yeah, you hear John Hammond's voice when you're walking around. That sort of thing. Yeah, that's exactly it. They are trying to make that money, and they know that they have to hit those 4 quadrants in order to do it. Didn't the screenwriter of the first movie come back to work on this one? I believe he did. And that's probably why I could see parallels between the first movie and stuff that you saw in this movie. Again, if you didn't see the first movie, you wouldn't get it. But if you had, you'd be like, wait a minute, didn't they do something kind of like that in the first movie? But they put their own twist on it. So it was enjoyable. And I think this is probably why this film is doing so well. RJ McReady, a lot of men gazed at ScarJo on the screen. She looked great. I was gazing at her. She really looked good, and she fought like a woman would fight. She wasn't talking down to men. If anything, she had like a brother relationship with like these people that that she used to work with, and she brought them in on this particular job. So she wasn't like women I know everything. No, no, that's not what happened. There was a lot of mutual respect there. So I was very, very pleased. Very, very pleased. Hey, Jurassic World 4. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Um, I actually like Jurassic Park 3. I think it gets way too much hate. I just kind of like skipped over that one. I don't know. It never stuck on my radar. For me, it was the first one. Jurassic World, because just everything it's just like you had the nerve to do this again, and it just all went to hell. And Handbasket was great. I
Yeah.
like that one. That was just so darn funny. Darn Mosasaur killed it in the end. Let's see. Kiss My Gret says, unlike Disney, the changes and additions that Universal makes to their parks aren't being done for PC purposes, nor do they blatantly make such statements for anything in their parks. That is absolutely 100% right. They just put stuff in there like to make money. For example, DreamWorks Land. Okay, so Disney's getting rid of most of their, you know, like kid play areas and stuff like that. DreamWorks Land has nothing but places for the kids to run around, water features, all of that stuff. A whole area. They have another one like at Isle of Burke as well, but they put that one over there. There's no statement. They're just putting stuff out there to make money, and that's just what they do, and that's why this movie is worth the money that it makes. I mean, I've heard some people say, well, oh, the story isn't all that good. The story is good enough because at the end of the day, in the summer, you want to do something with your family. You want to take your kids to a movie. You want to go to a halfway decent date movie. Okay. And you don't want to be preached at. And you just want to enjoy it. And you just want to see dinosaurs either running around escaping or running around eating people or just laying down by the dock, just taking a nap. I mean, this is the
You
type
could
of.
go to Playa Linda Beach and see the same thing. Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just saying.
That's funny. But it's true. Not every movie has to be Citizen Kane. But a movie needs to entertain people. Is there a is it environmental? Is there a message about greedy ass pharmaceutical companies? Yes. But the way that they do it, they're not hitting you over the head with it like a hammer. It's woven into the story. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Oswaldo Lopez, hello, says hi, Lorena. Jurassic Park was very bad in story, but not woke, and it was escapism. You mean the original Jurassic Park? And there's somebody else who I saw. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Hello, my dear. Hello, I met you on the Liberty Bell Sunday. Yes, you did. It was so wonderful meeting you. So wonderful meeting you. You got to check out Cruise and Theme Park Guide's channel. She has an amazing, amazing channel on YouTube. So if one of the mods could drop the link to her channel in the chat, I would so appreciate that. I hope I run into you more into you more in the parks, my dear. Thank you. Who does? Oh my gosh, Fannie Willis Booty, just chilling with the super chats, my dear. Let's hit you with this one. Hey,
And the Disney stock just keeps going down and down and down. And then Bob Iger is all like, no, this don't have enough.
Cartman is Bob Iger. That's what I'm saying. For $9.99, thank you so much, my dear. If I was casting for the next Jurassic movie, I'm casting you as the damsel in distress and Drunk 3PO as your leading man. What do you think, Lorena? Long as I get paid, that's all right. But I have to have my own firearm, though. I have to. That'd be funny.
I have one of those lever actions that you could borrow.
Ooh.
The
That was
dinosaur killer. You know the one rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got one of them.
Yeah. I like that. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Fannie Willis Booty. I appreciate that, my dear. Have you been hearing from other insiders that Jaws is coming back, which is why Universal went all out rebranding San Fran for Jaws 50. I've seen several posts on X claiming that it's happening. I had not. I know they're releasing the film in theaters for the 50th, which is, I am actually going to go see that because I've never seen Jaws in the theater. So I'm going to see it for the 50th. It could be possible. It could be very, very possible. That is one of Universal's properties that they have gotten much mileage out of. For those who don't know, over at Universal Studios, where they had the where the Shea Alcatraz thing is, where you can take the picture with the fake shark, that used to be it was a San Francisco wharf. It still is. But what they did is they just dropped in this theming for Jaws for the 50th. So it's branded now as Amity Island. So you can go in and see stuff from the original Jaws ride. Remember that? And even the music and what they're playing when you go inside the shop there is from the Jaws ride. So it wouldn't surprise me. It also wouldn't surprise me that if they did a Jaws movie, that James Wan probably would write the script. It'll probably be somebody from Blumhouse. No. Yeah, you know what? Actually, it probably would be a paired effort. I'm just spitballing here. If they do another Jaws movie, it would have to wind up being co-written by Steven Spielberg and James Wan. Spielberg did the first one, and the screenplay for the first one, adapted from the Peter Benchley novel. And I read the Peter Benchley novel. Actually, I read that first. I can't believe they let me read that in school. But I got it from the library and read the entire book. Yes, the book was so scary. The movie, pretty much the same thing as the book. I was fascinated. So if they do that, that would be a banger. Because man, Jaws keeps making money for Universal. I think darn Jaws Sipper sold out. They even have a Little People set where it has Quint, Sheriff Brody, and Hooper, and it looks like Quint is sliding into Jaws' mouth on the packaging.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious. That was $20. I'm like, that's well worth $20. I tell you. Yeah, not enough guns in this latest Jurassic Park. Yeah, I would agree with you. I did want more guns and not flare guns. I like lots of firepower in my movies. So, no, thank you, Tom. So you guys can subscribe to Cruise and Theme Parks. Awesome.
Some kind of wrench who does things. I don't know why he does that.
Yeah, he's got a blue wrench too. If the Kentucky Ballistics YouTube channel has taught us anything, it's that handguns wouldn't be able to bring down a T-Rex. Thank you.
That is why I have a lever action and really large other guns.
I had a big problem with
You know what the handgun's used for, Lorena?
What?
If you're running from the T-Rex, you shoot the guy who's running faster than you and you keep running.
Yeah.
You let the snap on him.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, sorry, couldn't keep up. Took you out. Oh, interesting way how somebody got a gun in this movie. I'm just like, you got to be. It was a 9 millimeter. It wasn't really all that. I'm just like, you're gonna shoot that. That's all y'all got. That's all the firepower you brought. Well, they did have to salvage stuff, but still, I'm just saying. Would they reboot Jaws or add another sequel instead? I'm guessing that they will reboot it. The reason why I'm saying that is that they are rebooting Creature from the Black Lagoon. So my guess is they'll just reboot it because it's been like a dog's age since the last. What's the last Jaws sequel? Jaws 4. The last one I think I saw was 3, and that was filmed in Florida.
I
Also a
don't
SeaWorld.
remember.
Because with the water skiers, you see the water skiers and then you see like the shark fin behind.
Yeah.
Oh my word, that's adorable. I forgot to take pictures, but I'll have to take pictures next time. It is hilarious. Everybody's kind of standing there on the boat, and then you see Quint sliding into, into the jaws. It was cool. If I worked for Universal Creative and was put in charge of rebooting Jaws, I'd pitch for the ride to play off Undersea Kingdom scenes from Jaws 3. Yes, guilty pleasure movie. Same. Jaws 3 is my guilty pleasure movie to watch. I really hope Universal Creative brings back the Jaws ride because that was some cheesy fun right there. Absolutely fun. I was so sad when they took it out to put in Diagon Alley, but it still hurt because that was great. Creature from the Black Lagoon versus Jaws. Make it happen, Hollywood. But yeah, this is so you have Scarlett Johansson, and then you have the scientist Jonathan Bailey, and he reminds me of, oh my gosh, who? Oh my gosh, the Stargate, James Spader character in Stargate. That's what this guy reminds me of. And he was really cool in the movie. Oh gosh, Daniel. Oh gosh, I hope Joe Malosi isn't watching this show, and I can't believe I forgot one of the names of his characters. But thank you, Daniel Jackson. Thank you so much. Yes, reminds me of Daniel Jackson. He's idealistic but very flexible, and when stuff goes down, he's your guy. He's your guy. So it was really cool seeing him. Although his reaction to seeing the dinosaurs in a way was like Dr. Grant's reaction. Remember? Which was shot perfectly, if you guys remember, in the original Jurassic Park, where they go out there and they're in the Jeep
Yeah.
and they're just looking. And Laura Dern's like, look at this. This hasn't been from what. And he just like picks her head, like, look over there. And then you see the dinosaurs. It's so cool. Yes, glasses and all. So again, unbiased opinion, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Biased, I give it an 8 out of 10 because they had enough dinosaurs eating people.
Yeah.
Which was fun.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, dinosaurs eating people, and again, some of the scenes that they came up with were just freaking hysterical. So I enjoyed it. It was a cool movie. Absolutely cool movie. So definitely, if you're not sure about whether you should see the film, just go during a matinee. But honestly, it was a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Like I said, it's like my third favorite Jurassic Park movie. They've gotten back to less camp, more like horror. And I'll say this much. Pick up your trash.
Yeah.
You'll know what I mean when you see the film. Just saying. Pick up your trash. Or Thomas used to call it at the Space Center FOD.
But pick up
Mhm.
your foreign objects, debris.
Yeah. I got an issue with how they did
People used
that.
to
But
go, oh, that's falling objects debris. No, it's foreign objects
foreign
debris.
object debris. Yeah. But most civilians won't get that. That's why I just said pick up your trash.
But
Pick up your trash. I'm just saying. Although, again, I will give plenty of credit to the screenplay, what they did with the camera work with that, because they did a great job. All right, folks. Well, wow. As usual, this has been a great show. Over 112 of you watching between YouTube and X. Sure to appreciate you hanging out with us on Spice Lounge. Tom, what do you have coming up and where can folks find you?
well, they'll usually find me modding on different places like your channel, Cultures, Pros, Follow Bradley Fun, Barry Place 28. Um, there's others I forgot. Launching rocket, well, not launching them, but filming them.
Mm-hmm.
Doing some dog stuff. Gonna add some more stuff soon, and then and yep. I'm gonna be picking your brain. Probably gonna crash with you on one of your lives at Universal, if I remember correctly. What day were we saying on that? I forgot. Coming up, isn't it?
Was it Halloween Horror Nights? Was it the
It was another thing we were supposed to go
pass
check.
holder thing?
Yeah, I think the pass holder thing. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I gotta find out if I can get onto that. Remember? I gotta see.
yeah, because it might
I
be.
might just go during the day and just try to sneak in, like you said. Say,
Yeah,
hey,
'cause
we're
that's
here.
what they
We didn't
did
know.
last time.
Let me in, please. Here's some bribe money.
Yeah. We just found out about it. Come on, be a friend. Be a friend. Yeah, do that. We should do it. But definitely horror. Halloween Horror Nights.
It could be dogs
Definitely
building rockets, but you might not want to see what the dog kind of rockets are. They might not be YouTube friendly.
Not going anywhere for a while. You're not you when you're hungry.
Yep.
If you know, you know. Exactly, Mr.
He was asking me what my dogs are doing in chat if the dogs are building rockets.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. As for myself, yes, I know it's way past my bedtime. As for myself, tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you will catch me over on Fatal J's channel for the Dark Council. Fatal J, by this time, has seen Superman, James Gunn's Superman, so we're going to be talking about that on the show. Your girl plans to have a little bit of gaming tomorrow around 10 a.m. Eastern or so. It's Waifu Wednesday. So I'll be playing some kind of waifu game. Just to see what it is. So that'll be over on my gaming channel, also simultaneously broadcast over on X as well. What else is going on this week? I may have an impromptu stream reviewing Superman, of course. And Friday, what am I doing Friday? Friday night, I believe I am playing Stellar Blade Friday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Lots of stuff going on. Let's see, Resort Recon Live on Saturday morning at 12 noon. We're going to be talking about the destruction of Rivers of America, and I'm going to be detailing my experience riding the final cruise of the Liberty Bell. And let's see what else. I think we're supposed. I think it's pretty bad. I can't remember my own freaking schedule. But anyway, make sure you're subscribed. You can check that out. Oh, also Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Welcome to Florida show. We're going to be talking about 2 Live Crew, Florida's most dangerous rappers. Jed Rev and Wolf is going to be popping on that show. I think Dad Man's will be popping on too. Of course, Tom will be there.
I got to see this.
We're going to be talking about the most dangerous rap group and the reason why you have that label on records and DVDs that say, parental advisory, explicit content.
They are part of it, yes. And there was another
Mhm.
band, it was a metal band that was part of it also.
Yeah, I think between metal and
Old school? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you picture if Tipper heard some of the new stuff now? I'll bring that up on that show. I'm not even going
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I can't. I tune out and I'm just like, no. No. And then I go back and I go on YouTube and pull up NWA. And Cypress Hill.
Oh, Cypress was
Guns
another
N' Roses and other stuff. Oh man. You guys are absolutely, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on the Spice Lounge. And if you're watching this on a replay, please do let us know. Hashtag replay crew. Thank you guys so much for your support of my channel. I could not do this without you guys. I'm literally living the dream. Take care, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.
All right, everyone. Let's tidy things up.
Autobots, start your engines!
Not under the rug.
We'll keep singing without fail, otherwise we'd spoil it.
Ready, Prime. Let's roll.
Hosing down the garbage pail and scrubbing up the toilet. Ooh.
That's all, folks.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.